We must use time creatively in the knowledge that the time is always ripe to do what's right.
I like Chef Lance because he makes me laugh. It's the jokes for me.
I gotta say hello to all my Dejafoodies.
Man, his events are a display of flavor.
His recipes are super simple, super easy, and super delicious.
With full restaurant reviews, Deja Food and Decor TV is everything food. So subscribe today on YouTube and hit the notification bell to see when new videos are loaded.
I never miss Nibble and News because he always got the tea.
So what are you waiting for? You're just one click away. Hit the subscribe button because yes, we're back. Deja Food and Decor TV. Hey my Dejafoodies, welcome back to another video. And yes, it has been an entire year. But I come with a peace offering of my super simple recipe for my jerk chicken rasta spaghetti squash. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Now keep in mind when using spaghetti squash, it's not just a trend, it actually has health benefits that far exceed the use of like a traditional pasta. Now, when I originally set out to do this video, I was going to use like a traditional spaghetti sauce to do our spaghetti squash. But then I got in the kitchen and started creating. So you'll get two easy recipes, not just with the pasta sauce, but also with our jerk chicken. So for the squash itself, you'll just need olive oil, black pepper, and salt. And for my jerk chicken version, you'll just need heavy whipping cream, some Parmesan, chicken of your choice, peppers, some parsley, butter, Cajun seasoning, some garlic powder. We're going to use minced garlic to keep it easy. So with that being said, let's go in and prepare our squash. I'm not going to lie, getting into a spaghetti squash is hell, so I cut it off screen. But once you've cut and de-gut the inside of your spaghetti squash, we're just going to cover the inside and the outsides of the squash with an extra virgin olive oil or oil of your choice. Once you've actually done that, you're going to go ahead and season with your salt and your pepper the inside of your spaghetti squash. Once you've actually seasoned your spaghetti squash, you are going to go ahead and put that into your baking dish. And then you're just going to put that in a 400-degree preheated oven for roughly about 45 minutes. Now, like I said originally, this was going to be a spaghetti squash with a traditional spaghetti sauce. And I was going to use this video to kind of leverage the ability to freeze spaghetti sauce and then unthaw it and find a quick and easy meal. So this would be when you would warm up your spaghetti sauce. But for the purpose of this video, we are going to get into the jerk chicken of it all. Now, you can definitely use any type of chicken you'd like. For mine, I'm actually going to use boneless, skinless chicken thighs because that's what I had on hand. And we're going to go ahead and get the chicken marinated for 30 minutes. Now, to marinate your chicken, you are just going to put your chicken in a bowl, add a little bit of olive oil. Then you're going to add in your garlic powder seasoning as well as your slap your mama. You'll go ahead and add in some minced garlic and then your Walker Woods jerk seasoning. Now, I use the mild jerk seasoning, but of course you can use any type of jerk seasoning that you like. You want to make sure that you incorporate and mix that all into your chicken, and then you're going to actually just bag it into a Ziploc bag and allow it to sit in the refrigerator for probably about 30 minutes. Once your chicken is marinated for those 30 minutes, you are going to go ahead and pan sear your chicken. I pan sear my chicken, and then what I do is once I've pan seared it, By this time, your squash has had time in the oven, so I actually just throw it in the oven on the same pan as my squash to allow it to stay in the oven. Now, I do this with chicken thighs because chicken thighs tend to be a lot juicier, so they can withstand being in the oven and not actually dry out. If you guys have made it this far in the video, I ask that you please smash that subscribe button as well as the notification button so that you can see when new videos are loaded right here on the channel. And also, my die-hard Dejafoodies, I want you to stay tuned because I am going to drop another video by the end of this week so that you guys can kind of figure out what's been going on with me and understand some of the new content I'll be bringing to the channel. So let's continue with this recipe. Now, I'm just gonna rinse my pan out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put some olive oil along with some Cajun seasoning in the frying pan, and I'm gonna put my peppers in the pan. I want to sear these peppers down really, really good. And then you're simply just going to put those peppers aside because we're about to get our jerk Alfredo sauce together. Now, this Alfredo sauce is going to be super simple, you guys. You're just going to put a couple teaspoons of butter in your pan. And then to that, you're going to go ahead and let that melt down and add in your heavy whipping cream. Now, once your heavy whipping cream has been added to the pan, you're just going to start whisking that butter and that heavy whipping cream together. And you're going to keep the heat on about medium until you start to get a small boil into the heavy whipping cream. Now, when you get that boil, that's when you're going to start incorporating your Parmesan cheese. You're going to do that until you begin to get that rich, creamy texture of your Alfredo sauce. There is no reason for anyone to be buying jar Alfredo sauce in 2026. Like, Alfredo sauce is one of the easiest things to make. And then, of course, you can add additional ingredients to have your own take on what type of Alfredo you want, whether it is a pesto or, in this case, something like a jerk Alfredo. And what makes this Alfredo sauce specifically very simple is the fact that you're just going to use your Walker Woods, the same jerk seasoning that you use to marinate your chicken. You're just going to add a couple teaspoons, maybe even 1 teaspoon, depending on how much you're making, into your Alfredo sauce. And there is no need for another seasoning. That Walker Woods is going to give you all of the flavor and seasoning that you need for this particular dish. If anything, like I've done here, you can just add in a little bit of Cajun seasoning. Again, for this recipe, I'm just using Slap Your Mama. Like, you can add in a little bit of Cajun seasoning if you like, but you don't actually need to do that. And then you're going to just whisk everything together, and believe it or not, your Alfredo sauce is done. And it's actually time to start assembling our spaghetti squash. Now, for assembly, very easy. You just want to take a fork and you want to actually just pull the spaghetti squash all around the rim of the squash so that you now have your spaghetti base. Then you're going to take those seared peppers and you're just going to add those into your spaghetti squash. Now, I take the initiative to go ahead and kind of mix the two in together before I start to actually finish the toppings. Once you have those peppers mixed in, you want to come in with that creamy jerk Alfredo sauce. And you don't want to be light-handed with this. You want to give it a really good, generous portion so that it actually is able to go all the way through the squash. Now you're going to come in with all of that jerk chicken. All we did was take those chicken thighs and we actually just cut them up, and you're going to add that jerk chicken to the top of the peppers and the stringed squash and all of that sauce. Now, me myself, I like to go in with yet another scoop of that creamy jerk Alfredo right on top of that jerk chicken. Now, of course, you want to go right on the top of that with some fresh parsley as a garnish. And there you go. This is the super simple jerk chicken spaghetti squash. But I have to backtrack to the regular spaghetti squash, and we're going to assemble those as well. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and pull our squash out of the oven. You want to take a fork and you want to fluff the fibers of that spaghetti squash. This is going to create your pasta base. And this is so healthy, you guys. And believe it or not, it actually tastes a little bit better than pasta in my personal opinion. Okay, and we're just going to take that robust spaghetti sauce And we're going to add a generous portion of that sauce onto our halves of spaghetti squash. And with these, we are going to add some additional cheese. Here, I'm just using a 3-cheese blend that I have. And you're going to top those with that 3-cheese blend and just sit them right back into the oven on broil, just so that we can get a good toast on that cheese on the top. And just like that, you guys, we have our traditional spaghetti squash with our tomato-based sauce with the toasted cheese on the top. And we also have our jerk chicken rasta spaghetti squash. Hey man, I'm telling you, this recipe is definitely a 10 out of 10. And again, I'd like to thank you all for tuning into another video. Smash that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you can see when new videos are loaded. And Dejafoodies, have a delicious day.